Yeah, this is the vlog for week 2. I'm already in week 3. I missed my deadline to broadcast Monday, but I said I'm going to broadcast anyway. So let's get right into it. Week 2 did have its challenges as far as the no-fap movement goes. Definitely don't feel as charged as I was since January when I kind of went back and backslid a little bit. But for this most part, I feel pretty good about it. So I'm almost. It's funny, if I had stuck with it all the way through since I first started last year, I would have been on day 105 right now. So it's kind of like, dang, But that's how long I've been like clean, and stuff like that. Still a little bit of M. That's kind of like I go from hard mode and I go back to soft mode, and I keep switching back and forth. But you know, I remember going all the way to day 24, day 25, and how charged I was. I was just like present. And so I guess in this video, even though it's week 2, and I'm probably going to start my count over again, because I'd like to do a pure 90 days, and it seems like if I keep messing up or going back into soft mode, I feel like I start over, even though it's not a full starting over. But I definitely feel present. And so in this video, I'm going to talk about what it's been like since I started doing this. And the first thing that comes to my mind when I think about NoFap and then going the distance, going for these days, almost full months, is that I feel very present. I feel a lot better about myself. There's definitely improved self-esteem, and I was thinking it was all because of my weight, but no, that played a role in it too. And then when I finally cut out something that I really hated, never really liked about myself, it just kind of really opened up myself emotionally. I definitely do feel a need to embrace reality more, because back how I used to be, I was just kind of numb and didn't even know it. Hard to laugh at jokes. Just kind of spacing through life. And now this year, 2015, I'm like really trying very hard to work harder and stay really focused on what I want to have achieved by the end of the year. I really want to have some things done this year. Since I started doing this since last year, since I started practicing NoFap last year, I feel a need for more personal relationships. I feel a need for more physical, personal reality relationships, voices and images of friends and whatever. It's just not as they're all right, but I feel like I have a legitimate, real need for more of what's real, facing reality, facing my problems, really losing the weight I want to lose the weight, really advancing in my career that I want to advance in my music and stuff like that. So it definitely puts you back in the driver's seat of your life. It forces you to take control, and to get your dopamine kicks from other places than stupid websites. I definitely, when I work and I see females walk by, it's like, yeah, I saw them before. It's like, yeah, they look good. But now it's like, there's a value added to them that I haven't felt in a long time. And I'm not talking about like looking at them as like pieces of meat or anything, but actually looking at women with a higher level of value and appreciation, a higher need for them. Obviously, if you're not super satisfied and super high off your dopamine and delta phosphate and all that stuff that goes on in your brain, you start to really like, yeah, it really makes you feel more alive. It makes you feel more present. And that's all I can say about that. And I think I felt the most powerful effects of it. The longest the street I went was 24 days. Even though I'm on day 45, kind of switching between hard mode and soft mode. hard mode 24 days is probably the most beneficial I've ever experienced. Um, and that's something I don't want to lose or let go. Now, I don't turn to websites and stuff like that. Definitely don't do that. That's done. But now it's just more or less exercising the self-control. And, I think NoFap even made me brave enough to talk about this to the world, which is on the internet. But I think it's good enough to put myself out there and put myself out there like, yo, NoFap is like the truth, because it was put in a way that I can understand, and there are benefits of it. Um, you feel different about yourself, which is the most important. Your view, your most important view and opinion, which is your own, changes. And what more could you ask for that? It improves. Um, I'm very proud of myself for making these life changes and getting rid of that mess. It's mess. All that stuff is mess. And you get rid of that, you feel better about yourself, and when you feel better about yourself, you care about yourself more, and then you try to do better for yourself. You try harder to strive more in your life, whereas before you just kind of skating through, and you kind of just skate through, and that's that brain fog that they're talking about, where you just kind of like, whatever. You don't feel anything. You're numb. But now I feel so much more. I think so much more. My mental dialogue has changed. I don't beat myself up so much anymore. I mean, for a long time I was just really hard on myself, which I believe came from the old way of living. Um, Never good enough. But at the same time, NoFap has allowed me to know where I stand more clearly, know what my needs are, for reality, for physicality, for touch, for connection with real people. Um, it's almost got me kind of tired of Facebook, which is kind of, I guess, a weird segue. But because I want more of what's real, Facebook is kind of like, I might as well talk about it. Facebook almost seems like today's new pornography, because I was watching the video, and it seems like the comments and the likes and stuff we put out is all cries for acknowledgement and validation. And I think that the same dopamine high kick you get out of pornography, high speed internet pornography, is the same you can get off of Facebook. You want that certain girl to like your click, or like that picture, or you want girls to like your picture, or guys to like your picture, or to comment about you. And you go and you check your phone to see if that little red circle's by that little globe. And it's like a dopamine kick. It's like the same thing. Same thing with food, sugar. You know, and so NoFap has allowed me to transmute that energy, sexual energy, to find, if we are creatures of addiction, I think we are creatures of addiction, and it takes some of that for survival. That's why we like food. That's why we like air. There's a certain level of reward that we get from that. But I want to transfer, if I'm going to be addicted to things, or have a natural habit to go to certain things to get the high or to get the reward center, I want it to be working out. I want it to be living better, being connected with people better, and living a more fuller life in reality. Because we're still physical beings. And so that's my week 2. I'm going to do a vlog about addiction and stuff like that. Church addiction. And all other kinds of addiction. So that's week 2. I'm going to go back into hard mode on the 15th. And I'm already doing it, but I really want that full 90 days, and I'll just vlog it here for myself. Alright, I'm done.